Hello, friends. I see some of you on here with us. It's been a rough day, but I guess all of you stayed up like me and watched the election returns. Anyway, we'll be on here with you in just a second. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Hey Dave, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I guess I am too. I am tired though. I stayed up too late. I stayed up like a lot of people watched the election return. Oh my gosh.
Well, I worked the polls, so I'm tired and footsore from being on my feet all day, but I went to bed early last night and I wasn't worried to think about it till I got up this morning.
Oh my goodness! I tell you, it looks like we got several on with us. Let's see, Jackie Mathis is with us. Hey, Jackie, and let's see. I better get my glasses on. My eyes are fatigued from being up so much. Oh, stuck a glass eyepiece up my nose, I think.
Oh,
Okay, I'm better now. Linda McElrath says, "Good evening, Thunder Buddies." Hey, Linda, how you doing? And Chris Meacham says, "Good rainy evening, Thunder Buddies. Good time to be in a jacuzzi." He's just
not if it's outside, you'll be getting rained on.
He's dreaming big, isn't he? I tell you. Well, we do have a little rain coming in towards us. Donna Lord says hello to us. Hey, Donna. And yeah, we did finally get some rain. I know this morning when I went out, it was already about 2.25 inches so far. And that wasn't counting anything it rained since that time. So I guess
That's
it rained
right.
a little bit. But anyway. Hey, Amanda Canop's on with us, and my good friend Mary Vorvis is on. Mike Bynum says, "Good evening, Thunder Buddies. How's everyone? Hello, David. Hello, Mark. How are you, fine gentlemen, this evening?" Yeah, well,
Better than we deserve.
I suppose so. I'm just glad everything came out okay. Mike Bynum says, "Yeah, David, we stayed up late as well watching the election reports. I'm thankful to say it turned out the way he hoped and prayed." And I guess I can't get involved too much in the politics. I have
Yeah,
all
really,
kinds.
really, Dave, on our channel here, if you
It's
know our
open.
politics, if you know our politics, we're not telling you the right thing because we're here about weather.
That's right. So we want to let everybody know that we think the world of all of you, regardless of which side you're on. And
That's right.
but if you watch us, you probably already know anyhow. But Robin May is
Yeah, you
on.
probably have an idea, but still.
Yeah, Robin May's watching us from over on the Facebook page over at David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook, and as well as Charlene Wisdom and Debbie Braswell Mitchell and Chelsea Reese. Hey, Eli, he says hey, so it's time to wave to Eli.
Hello, Eli.
Sandy Christian as well is on there. Hey, David, Mark, and Thunder Buddies. Linda McElrath says she's not feeling very well. Just got up to watch the weather. Yeah, Linda, it's been one of those days.
I understand that.
Yeah,
Yep.
we all do. We've all been through some stress over the last 24 hours. It's been rainy and kind of coolish, and I'm even wearing my jacket in here. I'm just kind of coolish in here. I don't know. I'm just not myself. Chelsea Reese says that thunder this morning scared her, and it was. It got a little rowdy for just about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes there. There was a pretty good little storm that came through. Never did get completely severe or anything, but it got close. So,
Yeah.
you know,
All I can say is I slept right through it.
oh, I know you did.
Actually, I was up through the night several times with muscle cramps and stuff from being on my feet all day
Ah.
yesterday. But I got over it.
Yeah, it's awful. It's been kind of crazy. I know that we've got still some showers around the area, and
Yeah, and the forecast is calling for another area of showers to develop down in West Tennessee, West Kentucky, to move through the area in the overnight hours and in through tomorrow morning. We may not get a break for this until we get into later in Thursday or into Friday morning. And then guess what? More rain coming in for the
the
weekend.
weekend. Yeah, of course. You know what follows 2 days of rain, right?
2 more days of rain.
No, Mondays. Hey, we got a new camera here, Burnsville, North Carolina. This looks like one similar to Irwin, Tennessee. Look at that. That's
It
nice.
is.
I wish we could see it. Did you see it in the daytime? Hold on. Mark done left me. Let me get him fixed back up here. Uno momento, everybody. I know what. Now,
Dave, you need to keep your finger off that button.
I was over here on the other button. I wasn't even near you.
Well, I didn't do anything in here. So.
Did you look at
One of
this?
those technical gremlins, I
Yeah.
guess.
Did you look at this shot earlier today or something? It's still daylight.
I did look at this earlier today. It just came back up. It's a pretty shot of North Carolina over there. That used to be turned around the other way, where all we saw was the parking apron of the airport.
Ah,
Right
yeah,
there.
that's right. There's an airport up on top of this. I guess you'd call it a mountain we're on.
Uh-huh.
It was a private airport, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a private airport, but I guess they turned the camera around and pointed it out over the valley, and it's a really pretty shot.
We'll have to look at that sometime. Let's see. We got some power outages down here in Putnam County in Tennessee. 629 customers out. Not sure what that's about, but anyway, let's look out and see. We're on single site. Let's check and see if we can find out if there's much more rain anywhere close to us. And no,
Not really. What the models show, what all the models are showing, is an area developing right around here because of the old frontal boundary that's laying right there across us. That won't go through until tomorrow afternoon sometime because it's moving really slow.
I want to go peek in on our friend Brandon Kopic and some of those guys. Are they still out
Yeah.
there in Colorado someplace?
They were when I last looked, just not too long ago. If you can find him, he's probably still out there. They've been running around trying to help people a little bit because everyone's been asking where the snow is. Well, right now,
Here in
it's
just a
in
little bit,
Colorado.
we're going to have to
There
open
it
it. We're
is.
out of room.
Well, let's go to the other one. Maybe it's a different shot here. You can see the snow there, but
Yeah.
yeah, they've been in snow all day. This is in Colorado, but just thought you guys would like to know that. I need to talk to old Brandon first chance to get it. I haven't.
Yeah, Brandon Kopic, Vince Welty, there's several of them who are out
Yeah,
there.
they're in Lyman, Colorado, so they're getting a lot of snow out there. Thought you guys would like to see that
Yeah.
briefly.
And they've been running around helping pull people out of the snow because some people will be getting stuck.
Oh yeah, well it looks like they're getting some snow. I don't know if I can get precip type. Should be able to. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Hey, you can see the snow coming down here in Colorado. Of course, they're in the thick of it there.
Yeah, they've had warnings yesterday and today for 4+ inches of snow.
Wow. Well, we'll get it sooner or later. We're going to have to just be patient and take our
Yeah.
time, and it'll all work out.
Yeah, unfortunately, we get a lot of systems through in the next several days and next few weeks, actually, according to the forecast models. But they keep taking the cold air up to the northeast.
We'll look at that here in just a minute. I want to look at this down here. This is the hurricane we were talking about.
Right,
It
Raphael.
is Raphael. It's a Cat 2 right now going across Cuba, getting out into the Gulf, and then it drops down in intensity to a Cat 1 by the time it gets right here, but then they don't know what they're going to do with it. It's just kind of
Right.
sitting there, so that's a little concerning.
Look at the models; they kind of split right there. There's
Yeah.
several models that take it up to the northeast and up toward Louisiana, and there's also several of the models that take it down to the southwest and into Old Mexico.
Wow. Well, we'll just have to keep an eye on it. I know it's still a little concerning. The only good thing is this area up in here has been fairly dry, so they could take the rainfall. If it's just a tropical storm or even a minimal hurricane, a Cat 1, it'll be fine. That's not going to be a really bad thing. If it gets stronger than that, then yeah, we'll have a little more concern. But it does look like it's going to veer away from Florida and the area up in here in Mobile, Gulfport, the Big Bend area, it looks like they're going to be okay. So that's a good thing. So anyway, I want to talk about that for a minute, and let's see here, Mark. We're going to look at some other things.
Yeah. Real quickly, our official forecast is for rain and thunder showers tonight and into tomorrow through midday, like up to an 80% chance of more storms and showers tonight, about a 50-50 chance tomorrow, dropping off tomorrow evening. Then picking up again Saturday and into Sunday for more showers and possibly thunder showers, and on into Veterans Day as well. The highs are going to stay in the upper 60s to low 70s for the next few days, and then maybe rise into the low 70s to toward middle 70s toward the end of the forecast period.
Right.
And then the overnight lows are going to drop into the 40s for the next couple of nights, and then be back up into the 50s for the times after that. So it's just going to be kind of an unsettled time. We might get a sunny day or two in there. For all those who are having Veterans Days parades and stuff like that, it might be a little bit wet, so your activities may get moved indoors.
Well, I guess that's a good thing, that it could be a lot worse. And I think what I want to do is go over and look at the models real quick while we're talking about that. So this is our GFS, and you can see this is at 6 p.m. this evening, and you can see this hurricane down here and the way it's moving. You can also see the snow up in here and how far down that 540 line gets, and that's an indication of the depth of the cold air. But let's watch as we go on and watch this moving into the later hours. You can see the rain developing back over our area a little bit. This is around midnight, and then this is the 6th, right? Yeah, I want to make sure I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the 6 p.m. on the 7th, and let's see here. This looks like a pretty good storm out here. I swear, I don't know why it does what it's doing. It just always bugs me. This model.
Well, again, it's that big high pressure area off the east coast over the Atlantic
here, yeah.
And it just keeps sweeping all the systems, the low pressure and the cooler air, sweeping it up to the north before it gets into here.
Yeah,
we still get the moisture. We're still getting the fronts. We're just not getting the cold air coming in behind them as much.
Yeah, we just have to watch this. It looks like a pretty good batch of rain coming in on the 9th. And that, what is that?
And we can already see our next system coming in the Pacific Northwest.
Back up in here, yeah. I see the snow and everything already falling. And let's watch as it goes on. Again, this is a pretty good batch of rain on the 10th. And this shows this going up into the Mobile area. I don't know.
Yeah. The GFS shows it going that way. The hurricane models take it down to Old Mexico, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Because the general flow, I think, would take it more, and especially if it gets caught up in that frontal boundary coming in right there, it's going to suck it up in that direction rather than let it drift back down into Mexico.
Yeah, let's see here. What is our chat saying here? I'm going to get caught up here now that I got my glasses on. Amanda Canup said, I was woke up at 12 a.m. by a severe storm warning in the southeast corner of Callaway County. And, yeah, I'm glad it didn't do too much. Eric Brake says, hello, David, Mark, and chat. And Mike Bannum says, I appreciate that you guys have to watch what and how you say things. I appreciate what you, David, and Mark do. Really, I do. Mike, I know that. And we both appreciate you. We kind of have... I guess same spirits would be probably the best. Anyway, Mike Bynum says, hey, is that rain going to come my way, Washington, Indiana? Mark, it's too early to be playing hide and seek. Oh, that's when you disappeared on me. You'll probably get a little rain.
A little bit of rain. And if not out of this system, probably definitely out of the next one.
Okay.
Because that seems like a pretty heavy, thick system as it comes through this area.
Chris Mitchell says, I guess Tammy didn't get notifications. And hello, Eli. Yeah, I haven't seen. Tammy's not on here. So, Jesse, if you're on here, you might want to give her a call, say hello to her, and let her know we're on. Mary Vorvis says, Colorado and New Mexico had a lot of snow. And Eric Brake says, like the stream. I like the way Eric talks. He's always helping people to like us. Stephanie Rook says, hello, guys, and Brandon Henderson.
Hello, Stephanie.
Yeah, Brandon Henderson.
Brandon Henderson, how you doing?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. He's
no.
kind of disappeared on us, didn't he?
Yeah,
He,
for a little while, but
he,
there he is.
he pulled a Mark Booker and just disappeared for a while.
Hey,
Anyway,
I am the weather wizard. Poof, I'm
absolutely.
gone now.
Let's go on with this model a little bit. And this is at midnight, November 11th.
And it
And
takes it on.
it just
They,
disappears.
that 540 line, and they bring cold core lows down over over Colorado and stuff, but they just never seem to drag that cold air on down.
Well, it's getting a little close here. It's getting as far as the northwest part of Missouri. And look how thick those. I mean, how close together those lines are.
Right.
The closer together, the windier it's going to be. So yeah, it's going to be pretty windy up around the Great Lakes. But again, and that 540 line gets really close. So we'll have some chilly air. It just won't be the kind of cold that brings us any white stuff or anything like that yet. But I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about all this. I'm looking at it, and as I look at it, I said,
It's like they put everything on repeat.
yeah, something here just does not look right to me. Don't ask me to explain that. I'm not sure that I can, but I just got this funny feeling that it's just not
And here
right.
we go again. There's a system over Colorado, and then there's more coming down from the northwest.
And more snow, and then this system right here looks a little stout too as it comes in, but then it takes the severe stuff on up to the north and west.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know if this is a sign of the pattern. Maybe it's the way it's supposed to be until we get on towards mid to late November. But this is already showing. This is November 19th, so I was expecting the colder air to be in here by now. And
Well, they just keep
here we
showing
go.
this.
There it
The
is.
same repeat pattern. Although they do have systems that show up down in the Gulf of Mexico, and that may have something to do with keeping it from coming on in.
And then we got this 540 line that's over us on the 20th, so that looks like that might be our first chance of getting some freezing temperatures again.
Yeah.
Again, we've already had freezing temperatures already, but yeah, that's got some cold air to it. So maybe that is changing the pattern a little bit. We'll watch this and see. Look at that! Look at that storm out there in the west.
Yeah, the only thing is it's got all those tight lines up in front of it. It's dragging the warm air and the moisture up in front
Yeah.
from the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, this is where the model stops. So this is on the 22nd at 12 noon.
Yeah. Looks like quite a storm developing, though.
Yeah, and I did say that on the Thanksgiving weekend, not Thanksgiving itself, but that weekend, I thought that maybe we would get some serious cold in, enough to cause some concern about winter weather. We'll watch it and see. But this is a sign of it right here, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just
And
see.
as we said, as long when they're getting the snow out there in Colorado and Wyoming and Montana and all through there, and especially New Mexico and Arizona and the higher elevations, that's just laying the groundwork for that colder air to get in here, because when it's snowy there, the cold air doesn't modify as much.
Let's see. Let's catch up here. Let's see. Chelsea Reese says Eli's sister's having surgery on Tuesday. Eli told my mom, y'all come on Wednesday and he has to watch it. And Eli, he's a card now. Stephanie Rogue says, how are you guys today? We're doing great, Stephanie. And then Brandon Henderson says, I'll be back someday. Don't y'all worry. Well, we're going to count on that. We don't want to have to send out search parties for you and kidnap you and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, let's take a quick look at the fall foliage map. Let's see if I can get it up here. Here we go. This is the 6th, and so this is what the color is. We're at peak color now.
Yeah.
It's not real brilliant though, is it, Mark?
No, it isn't. I don't know what it is.
Well,
the trees didn't really change all at the same time.
And I think it's
So we kind of had golds and reds and then golds. And
the
now
moisture wasn't very good either, and I think that's part of what happened.
Probably so.
I think that the dry spell we had hurt the fall colors for us. So yeah, we didn't get much, but there's some places you can see some good colors. So I just thought you guys would like to see that. And I haven't found that one that I had bookmarked. I don't even know how to find the bookmarks on this thing up here now. It's got it all messed up. Let me go back to the radar for you guys while I do a little searching around. And
Okay.
Let's go back in.
We do have some showers dotted around West Tennessee there. Those aren't moving up our general direction.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the single site radar because you get a little bit better definition. Yeah, these are kind of moving northeast, I think it looks
Yeah,
like. So
yeah. There's
anyway,
small showers over in West Tennessee, just little showers dotting here and there.
yeah. But like I said, we got plenty of good rain. I'm pretty happy with what we got. It just seems like that we should have done better at some point. But anyway, um, and while you're talking to them,
Yeah. Lafayette, Kentucky, rain for this weekend? Yes. Is it a complete washout Saturday? We'll probably start off with maybe only like a 20% chance, but then it goes 50-50 through the afternoon. Uh, again, chance of showers. It may be on or off. I know there's Veterans Day activities planned around there for the afternoon and for the morning time as well on Saturday. If it's raining, they may have to move those indoors, or if it's raining a lot. Stephanie, are we seeing a hyping severe this week? Not really. They're really not calling for much in the way of severe weather this week. They are calling for some general thunderstorms, but if you look at the SPC, which we might hear farther on, they're not really calling for a lot for the next week. Anything? Let me double check it just to make sure.
and while you're doing that, I'm looking over at the stuff we were on the other day.
Yeah. They say predictability that modest severe potential remains apparent during parts of the extended period. But that's looking at farther out. And that's the area they're looking at is basically the Arklatex, which is Arizona, which is Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. But for the most part, they have predictability too low for days 4 and day 5. Well, and for day 4, they have predictability too low. Day 5 and day 6, the potential is too low. And day 7 and day 8, predictability too low. So basically, there was just a slight bit of chance, and it's probably out west and through the plain states with that next system coming in. You're welcome, Stephanie. I'm glad to look at it.
Bear with me for a minute. Mark, keep going while I work on this thing here.
All right. We're looking at the showers. You can see them there on the radar down in Tennessee that are starting to kick up a little bit. That's going to grow into just another area of showers and thunder showers. It's going to push up our way and across our forecast area of West Tennessee and up into West Kentucky. Other than that, temperatures around the region are all in the mid to upper 60s. So it's not too bad a time out there. It's just wet and kind of cool, breezy. It's getting that time of the evening when it's getting dark now. It's been raining heavy there all day. Yeah, a lot of people have been getting a pretty good amount of rain. I didn't get to check my rain gauge, but Dave said that in the overnight hours, he got over 2 inches of rain
Yeah,
at
it
his
was
place.
2.25, I think is what it was, which is 2.25 inches. That's a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm. So there's been plenty of rain in the area, but we kind of still need it. We're building up the rain toward the winter pools for all the lakes and rivers. So the only downside of that is if we build up our rain and moisture right now through the wintertime, when the spring comes, we could be looking at flooding.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine, though, with the way it is right now. I'm going to show you guys some. I want to make sure I've got this thing right because I have a tendency to put my. No, it looks like I've got it right here. So I'm going to carry you over to look at this satellite image that I have. We found this here, I don't know, a week or so ago. And
Mm-hmm.
again, you can see that hurricane down here. And then you see, oh, wait a minute. This must be a day behind. The last time I remember the sun. Yeah, that's right. So it's nighttime out there right now, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
wait a minute. Oh,
24-hour time
yeah. Hold
lapse.
on. I know what I'm doing. I've got this thing here all screwed up. So now, here we go. This is our current, let's see, what time is it? 5:45.
5:45. Yeah.
Okay, here's our current satellite. Well, I think this is so fascinating to be able to see the lights of the cities after the sun goes down. And of course, this turns blue because of it's infrared coming on. So this gives you an idea. This is actually just, I don't know what that is. I guess it's cloud cover. Yeah, it is.
Cloud cover. Yeah.
And then we've got this system back here where they're getting the snow. But then look out here. This is
Another big system developing, and another one behind that.
And here's the Aleutian Low, just like we've been watching. It's still doing its thing. And this, isn't that dying typhoon or?
That's what's left of the typhoon that went across Japan several days ago now. That's just the remnants of it getting caught up in the flow.
So it hasn't got up to the Aleutians yet. So therefore,
No.
it looks a little weak. But what we're thinking is maybe it will cause a sudden stratospheric warming, which in turn would send the cold air, it would cause the polar vortex to be released from its windy prison, and then start a migration southward, which takes about 10 days, which would put it in, let's see, well, it'd be about the same time as what we were showing on the models when the cold air got down to us.
Yeah.
And normally it'd be a little more extreme. So I don't know exactly what's going on yet. I'm going to have to do some research. But I know that up in this area right here, Siberia, parts of Alaska, is well below zero. This is somewhere around 30 degrees below zero in Siberia.
Right. And the cold air is building in that region.
It is. And in fact, it's building all along up here in the Arctic. And it's getting heavier. Cold air is heavy, so it's getting heavier. Sooner or later, it's going to drop south. The question is, what trajectory is it going to take, and will we get a cross-polar flow from Siberia over here into the North American continent? And if we do that, then yeah, we got a big winter on our hands. If it doesn't do that, then I don't know. Maybe our winter's not going to be quite as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. We'll see. I just don't know yet.
Yeah, it's still early yet. This is only November.
Yeah, I didn't expect us to get much in the way of wintertime weather until really a day or two after Christmas. And so we will see how this goes. I'm still kind of holding my winter outlook has been, well, I said we would get some severe weather around Halloween. We actually had the threat of it. We never got any severe weather, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So, there's that. I guess you could give that a halfway right kind of thing. But then, but now I'm waiting for our first chance at wet snowflakes, which I said would come around the 11th. And, we got a system coming in, but the cold air doesn't look like it'll get here, at least the way it looks yet. We will see.
Right.
And then as we get into December, we'll start seeing a little bit more of an ice threat because of the warmer conditions we have. When you have warmer air, you have a tendency to get ice rather than snow because it gets into the whole science of it.
Right.
But then after we get into nearing the first of the year, that's when I think the polar vortex gets involved and really starts to get into us. So we'll see. I'm just not sure yet. A lot still depending on the La Nina that would be down here. If it's far enough east, it should cause the NAO up here to go negative, which brings us cold air. So I don't know.
The thing of it is, especially with forecast models and stuff, the farther out you go, the less accurate they are.
Correct.
So, again, when we show you the models and it's beyond like 120 hours and it's showing this wild storm or this massive influx of warm air or cold air, take it with a grain of salt because those models change every day.
We have a little disturbance, according to this, off the coast of Africa that is has about a 30% chance of development in 7 days.
That area in the bullseye for a while now, too, just like they did the area that finally became Raphael. So we'll keep an eye on that. If that comes in from that trajectory, depending on where the cold fronts are, they could come up into the East Coast area.
Well, I just thought you guys would like to see the satellite image. I really like this, and it's interesting in my opinion. I see, this is Zoom Earth is what it's called, I guess. And The part I'm using is supposed to be a free service, so I'm hoping it is. I don't want to get charged for it, but anyway, it is. It's a nice satellite image. You don't see that too often, where you can get a good, clear, concise image. But anyway, so let's go back to our radar and
Right.
Mark. So what can we expect the rest of the week? Well, let's see. This is what day of the week is this? Is Monday.
This is Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday.
This is Wednesday.
Golly, that's right.
Where
Yesterday
have you been, David?
Oh my gosh, my mind is just not right. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's been a rough day. For some reason, I just can't seem to get my thinking cap right. I guess because I'm tired more than anything.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Mike Bynum has asked, what any word on the progress down in Asheville, North Carolina, and around those areas. They are slowly starting to rebuild and get things back in going again. They still had a few power outages down in that area, but mostly it's going to take them a while to rebuild all that.
And in fact, the way they were able to vote, I understood they brought portable voting machines in on trucks and were able to hook up the power to it so that people there could vote, and that's how they got the vote in. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm glad that everyone got to vote that wanted to vote, and everything turned out okay, I guess. And let's see here. Some of you like that Zoom Earth map. I'm glad you do. Thank you, Linda McElrath. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to yawn your ear. I'm just really tired.
Yeah. Well, Dave, before we go too much longer, why don't we pay some bills?
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I had almost forgot about it. Now. I was going to have a new spot up on Lakeside Campground Marina. You guys got to see that place, but I didn't get it finished. I had a technical issue that I couldn't get fixed in time before we went on. But be watching for that. Our next broadcast, I will have that ready to go. But let's talk about Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing. 270-707 Roof. Hey, he's got the experience. Be sure and give Mike a call. If you got a roofing issue or a problem with your roof or leaking, give him a call. And really, you would have had a chance. If you saw today and you got some rain, then you probably would have seen any leaks that you would have had in the roof. And
absolutely.
So you might want to give him a call and let him talk to you about it. He won't charge you nothing, just talk to you. So anyway, and also, like I said, Lakeside Campground Marina, I've got a great piece of video working on them, but I had a problem with some of it, and I couldn't get it to correct before I went on. So sorry about that, Mike, but I promise you I'll get it back on. There's the website at www.visitlakesidekampground.com. Yeah. If you want to get away from it all, that's the place to go. Also, let's talk about our friend Katie Moyer, Kentucky Hemp Works. They got some good product, I tell you they do. And this is the time of the year that if you have aches and pains, here's what you can do. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions, and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today. And I also want to talk about our MidSouth Storm Shelter guys. Hey, those guys have some great storm shelters, and I'm telling you right now, excuse me, but when the weather is getting a little bit more arrogant, I should say, or irritability or something. But anyway.
More active anyway.
Yeah, it is. We're getting more unsettled, and I think the rest of this month we'll see some unsettled weather, and there's still going to be a chance for some severe, because we are in the fall severe season. And I'll tell you right now that sometimes these fall severe storms can be worse than a normal springtime severe storm. So,
yes, indeed. We've had some very, very bad tornadoes, at least EF3s in the area in November. Mm-hmm. In December, we've had big outbreaks as well. So just because we're in the fall and early winter months doesn't mean we're out of the woods as far as severe weather goes.
And let me show you what their storm shelters look like. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. MidSouth storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a MidSouth storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. And I do know, I want to tell you that we do have a lot of the product in our online store. Now, I don't have the storm shelters in there yet. That is coming. We're just about to finish up or getting ready to make the changes in our online store that makes things a lot better. And we should have that, be ready to roll that out maybe sometime this week, more than likely first of the week. But anyway, there's the website to it, dpww.shop. Go ahead and go on there and take a look around because it's going to get better here. We're going to have some shirts coming. I have seen some product that shows shirts, and yeah, that's going to be something to see. There's just QR code you can scan if you want to use your phone to get into the store. But like I said, it's a little disoriented right at the moment, but it is about to change. So be sure and if you get in there, at least give our sponsors a shout out. If you need a storm shelter, call those guys. If you need anything that's hemp related, get a hold of Katie Moyer at Kentucky Hemp Works. Let's see if I wonder if Mike's ever cleaned off that camera. Over at Lakeside Camp. Oh, good grief!
No, he has not.
I talked to him today.
You can see lights there, but he has not cleaned the spider webs off that camera.
That's what it looks like whenever you can see it in the daytime. I guess it's not one to show because the infrared is a little messed up. But anyway, do want to look at one other thing here. This is our elevator cam off Skyline Drive, looking at southwestern Hopkinsville. Doesn't really show us a whole lot other than it's dark and lots of lights. But we're looking down to the southwest. Looks like it's trying to update for some reason. But anyway, let's go back over to, let's look at one more thing.
Yeah, Michelle Campbell's asking, is there going to be snow soon?
Well, don't think so yet, Michelle. It's a little early, but you never can tell. We're in that time period where it could happen at any time, but not quite there yet. And
Colorado's getting a lot of snow if you want to find a way to look at it out that way. But I'll tell you what.
It is. And I'm going to go back to our radar. And it's, like I said, it's a little unsettled. We're going to continue to have these rainy periods off and on. And we'll see what happens. Let's see. Judy Walton Newton came on. She says, hello, Thunder Buddies. Allegra Pace is on. Hey, Allegra. She's on. Says, hey, David, Mark. Glad to see you. Been a while since I talked to you. So let's see here. What did Stephanie say? Says, are we seeing a hyping severe this week? No. Anything? No. And then she gives a thumbs up. And Stephanie wrote, says that was a typo. Okay, I guess you answered the question anyway.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are enjoying our season right now because, like I said, it is going to change. And this is a time of the year where
enjoy this while it lasts.
Yeah, get any last minute stuff done that you want to get done because soon I do believe that the cold will come. I got tangled up here in my. What did I do? Okay, now I got it. I'm sorry, I got tangled up in my headphone cord. But anyway, Mike, gosh, okay, I'm going to quit. I can't talk right. I can't see right. Anything you want to say now, Mark? Anything final stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah. I hope everyone does well the rest of the week. Enjoy any sunny day that we have. Enjoy the rain too, because we do always need rain, and the rain can be nice and calming. And I hope everybody has a nice, calm rest of the week, and it's a good week for you.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. And I guess I will see you all, or we'll see you all in our Sunday update. Is that what we're looking at next?
Update, yeah.
All right. So until then, you guys. Chelsea's talking dinner. Pot roast with carrots and potatoes for dinner. Chelsea, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to leave. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next chance we get, if not sooner.
All right. Bye, everyone.